gonna do an unboxing here of the Yokomo Rookie Drift RTR. Comes with everything you need: battery, motor, servo, radio, receiver. There's a gyro built in. Pretty much one of the cars to get you in, like adjustable turnbuckles, and we'll set all that stuff up. We'll go to the drift track. We'll run it. We'll probably change the tires because our drift track wants us to be on a certain tire. So we'll change that. But other than that, we're going to run the stock battery, the stock motor, stock radio, and we're going to shoot some video and see how it performs. So let's jump right in it here. Open up the box. Pull out the car. GR86 here, body from Yokomo. Pretty cool. Got the white. No, they just have stickers over the windows, so pretty cool. They put the decals on for the lights and stuff. That body post here and body clips. A lot of people would upgrade and go into like magnetic body posts, so you don't have any holes in the body for more of a scale look. But for the RTR, for somebody that's just getting into it, this is a pretty good way. It's easy to get the body on and off. You can raise it and lower it, whatever you need, kind of thing. I like the body. I like the distance here is pretty good for drifting. I think this distance here is a good. Having this shorter, not having this super long is good, so you can get the car really close to the wall. Pretty good consistency. Let's see. Pull it off. Okay. So we're going to pull the battery out in a second. You have a nickel metal hydride battery that's going to go in here. You got the brush motor. Haven't seen one of these in a long time, but we're going to go out there and run the car exactly the way that it is. Like I said, we're going to change the tires. We're going to go to our standard tire that's at our drift track. Most drift tracks are like that. They're going to want you to run on a certain tire for their track. I've had previous Yokomo cars in the past, and all the steering geometry is kind of all the same, so you still get that good angle that you need to drift. But we're going to set up the speed controller. We're going to set up the gyro. We're going to use all the stock components, and we're going to go to the drift track. I like it. All right, from another angle, you got spur gear, direct drive. Looks to be about a 23 pinion, something about like that. Ride height's a little high, but we don't have a battery in it. We might do some stuff with the suspension mounts, maybe change the roll centers maybe a little bit later on to try to get that good drift going on. There's no oil, I don't think, in the shocks. These are basically just springs. So these are like the very beginner type shocks. A lot of people, that's probably one of the most sought after like upgrade that you'd want to do right away. All right, here's the radio. All right, pretty standard radio, not bad. Gonna put some double A's in it, probably, and then we're gonna go right out and do some drifting. It's a Tuesday night here at the house, so we're going to get it all set up, go through some of the steering, some of the throttle, setting the speed controller, I think, setting the gyro, getting the other tires on it, and then Thursday night it's off to the drift track after work. So we'll shoot some video there also. Let's see what else we got in here. All right, this is the charger, I believe. So it's got just a little like USB charger that plugs into the old style Tamiya plug. We're going to use that also. We're going to use everything. Got some verbiage here. Not quite in English, I don't think. No. see what else we got. All right, these are the different side pods here. I think this is for if you want to put a shorty in your car. It's going to have a long stick in it, so it's going to be quite long. Okay, some tires. Let's see what else we got. Battery. Yep, there's the battery. 6-cell nickel metal hydride, I believe. We got an X-Acto knife here. Got this. Yep, Yokomo. 1600, 7.2 battery. We're going to use this battery. We're going to use this motor. We're going to use everything you see here right on the track, this body. There's an event coming up at my drift track here at the beginning of March. We might order another body so we can participate in that event. It's a certain type of body for that event, so we might purchase one here in the next couple days, get one painted up, use the body post, just so we can kind of run it a little bit more, get a little bit more track time with this vehicle. So let's see what else they got here. Instruction manual, a little toolkit, instruction manual. Good. Battery looks familiar. Just my daughter has an RTR car. We went and did some running. Got some cones here. Gives you a little thing about how to drift and what to learn. Not quite in English, but I'm sure you can translate. All right, that's it about for right now. I'll get everything kind of set up. Get the battery in the car. We'll get it on a flat surface. We'll check the ride height, make sure we're at the right ride height with the body on, because the body does weigh a little bit more, so it'll have the car will sit down a little bit more with the body on it. But that's it for right now. All right, so now I got the battery in. One thing I did notice with the battery is it kind of slides around in here a little bit. I'm pretty sure these other posts they give you here, these guys are for a shorty battery. I don't think they're kind of going to work with the battery that we have here. No, they're not going to work because you're going to have where the battery has to come out the one side. So these are for a shorty pack probably with bullets. Okay, so we're going to probably do something here. We're going to get some foam pads or something like that to keep this battery, because when you're in a drift, you're not going to want to have this thing slide around in here like this. So we're going to do a little bit to kind of center it in the car so the weight is probably as centered as possible. And we're going to try to get it where it doesn't float around like that. Probably put some little foam pads in here and on the other side to keep it kind of in the center. Yeah, so the geometry and everything, like I said before, is kind of the same as other drift cars that I've had. This one obviously has a plastic composite molded chassis. All the other cars that we kind of have are all full plated graphite and everything else, but this is a beginner entry-level car. And for the money, I think this is pretty good. For how this drift scene is pretty taken off pretty good. I enjoy it. I've been racing RC cars for 38 years or something like that, on a professional level, and traveled all over the place to race. I enjoy coming. Everybody likes to hang out, talk, and have a good time. And there's no competition or anything like that. You just drive your RC car, which is pretty cool, I think. So I think this is a 27-turn motor. I think I read somewhere. Let's get the instruction manual out here. Let's see what we got. Gonna have to read about, I'm gonna probably sit down tonight, read a little bit about how to set up the gyro and everything else. This kind of talks about the option or the tuning parts. Here's like an exploded diagram of all the parts for the car. Another little thing showing you, it's all not in English, but kind of showing you drifting, the slide, and everything else. Got a QR code there. You probably can watch some videos and stuff. But yeah, we're going to go through this. I'm going to just glance through this instruction manual, kind of read a little bit about what it's talking about for the how to set up everything. We'll sit down, we'll set up everything, get everything ready. We'll get those tires on that are for our track, and we'll go have some fun on Thursday night.